Hey everyone, Raw Food Writer here on the YouTube. So I'm about to break my 7-day water fast. I've actually made it about 3 hours past my point of reference, but it's been pretty epic, to be honest with you. It's the longest that I've ever water fasted for, so it's been obviously like a new journey for me, and I'll tell you, it was a challenge too. It was tough at times. I would say like day 5 was probably the toughest for me for whatever reason. I was just like thinking about all like the different types of food that like I used to enjoy eating. Like it was almost like I was like experiencing like cravings that were being like filtered out of my system. Maybe at least that's how I thought of it, but. Overall, it was a great experience. If you watch my other videos, I went down to the hot springs, so definitely that's really great for the detoxing of the system, just sort of like replenish the cells with that good natural spring water at the same time that they're detoxifying all the bad stuff. So that was really an awesome experience. If it seems like I'm like tired or off, it's because I am tired. I had a really long drive, really long day. Something else last night, so like the final day of my water fast, I don't know if this was all psychological or not, but I had a hard time like falling asleep. Like not because I felt bad, but just because like I had a little bit more energy. I feel like it's like almost like my body just didn't really want to rest. It's weird. But then of course like as like the morning wore on, I did get like really tired. I took a couple naps. But yeah, it's been good. Overall, it was a great experience, and I can't wait to do the next one. My next goal will probably be like 10 days, I think. I don't have any dates planned for that yet, but it may be a while. Maybe not until like this coming summer. So no rush, but for me, it's just all about like slow and steady. Keep working at it. Ultimately, I would like to do a 40-day water fast. Being in the military, I've been subjected to a lot of vaccines, in addition to the ones that I've had just growing up as a civilian. Just all the shots that we get injected as soon as we're born, and your booster shots, and God knows how many shots we all get, or at least most of us get. If you didn't get them, as far as I know, I think you're lucky. I'm not really into the whole vaccine thing. Like it seems to me like the more I look into it, the more I think about it, something just does not seem right about it. It's like, sure, we want to cure ourselves from like measles and mumps and chickenpox and all those, but why like the mercury and the aluminum, and like why are they grown like off of like or incubated, I think, in like chicken eggs, and I heard about like fetuses. I don't know. I am just skeptical. So I encourage you guys to be skeptical too, and you can rid yourself of that type of stuff, because all this the heavy metals is something I'm more certain on, and I guess like I'll concentrate my concerns with those heavy metals, like the mercury and the aluminum, but they actually penetrate the blood-brain barrier, and they go into your brain. So if you've had vaccines, like you have those heavy metals in your brain. Aren't they toxic? Yeah, they're toxic. Like they're not good. I'll have to read some more on the specifics of them, but I just know they're not good. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket science to realize that they're not supposed to be in there. But anyway, that's all I'll say about that for today. But and also that's not the only way we get heavy metals. It can come through the air too, just because of like cars and just different sorts of pollution. We can breathe in aluminum, so that's why drinking your green juices with like a lot of like lemon, your cleansing juices, that's something you should really be doing like every day, honestly. Now, I'm not perfect. I'll be the first to admit I don't do it every day either, but ideally I should. So maybe I'll work on that, doing like at least like a strong lemon water or like a lemon ginger blast is really really a good one to do. Just this, constant detox, because unless you live in like a very clean area or like spot on the planet, you're getting subjected to those types of toxins. So, but the good news is we can keep on top of it as long as we take advantage of our technology and continue to detox ourselves, be real smart, be educated on what's going on around us, and we'll be all right. It's people that aren't paying attention. Unfortunately, they're going to be the ones that suffer. So spread the word and just get people on board with all that. But let me show you how I'm going to break my fast. So I have a couple of young Thai coconuts. I already went ahead and just chopped the tops off there. I just use a knife and take like the back corner of it and just chop, 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 just a circle around it. And then like the final one, I'll just pry it up. So you actually get a good amount of the coconut water. That's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to drink the coconut water from these, and not all at once, but just some. I'm going to see how I feel. Because like I said, this is the longest I've gone on a water fast for 7 days. My last one was only 3, and I'm expecting not to be too too vivid or anything, but I'm expecting like a pretty strong bowel movement after this, which is good. It's just flushing everything out, but I want to be careful. It's best to take it slow. Definitely just I recommend when you're breaking a fast, do it with just like one type of food. Probably a fruit is best. Just like a very like watery fruit, or like it's coconut water. And then after a period of time, a couple hours, 2-3 hours, I'm gonna see how I'm feeling. If I'm doing good, I'll probably drink the rest of it. If I'm still feeling good and I'm starting to gain a little bit of hunger back, because right now I'm honestly not hungry at all. I don't know, it's the weirdest thing. Like on day 5 I was hungry, or I thought I was hungry, you know what I mean? But today I'm really just not hungry at all. So I thought about just keeping on going with it, but I said no. I like to stick to my goals. I think that's a good method. I had said like 5 to 7 days. So when I got to 5, I wanted to like trudge on through to 7, and I did it. So I'm going to stick to that, and I'm going to be happy with that. But I'll get this dumped in here. Always remember when you do the young Thai coconuts to get the water, make sure you have a strainer over it, so you don't get any wood chips. Nice. Yeah, sometimes these will be a little purple on the inside. If you get one that does have that purple hue to it, I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, but probably not. I really need to get better lighting, but you'll know it when you see it. It's actually not bad. I don't know if it means it's just not the freshest, because like this one is like super white. That's obviously ideal. That's how it's supposed to be, but you got to remember these were shipped from like Thailand or wherever. I think Thailand, and so it's a long process of the shipping. They're gonna get a little blemish and whatnot, and I think that's all that it really is. You can still eat it. It doesn't smell bad. It's perfectly fine. We gotta take what we can get, right? Now sometimes you will get ones that are like moldy. Always, that's another thing. When you're buying these, feel free to pick them up and like check for mold. If there's any type of mold like around the edges or the bottoms or anything, you don't want it. That's a sign that it's probably rancid on the inside. So you definitely don't want anything with the mold on it. And after that, what I was getting to, if I feel good after I drink the coconut water, I actually bought some coconut meat to like munch on. So it's still like keeping like the same. It's actually a nut, the coconut. But it's the same food. So it's got that same type of I think like biochemistry. So like my body, when as I'm readapting to like eating food, it's all going to be like synergistic, and it's just going to work a lot better than say if I put like a salad together with like 10 or 12 different ingredients and like jalapenos, and I don't think that's a wise choice. So, but hopefully tomorrow, because I'm looking forward to chowing down on some food, but just take it slow. So I'm gonna try this and break my 7-day fast here. Cheers. Oh, that's good. Yeah, it actually tastes really good. Yeah, 7 days. I don't know if that's like getting towards the point where there's a danger in like a reintroducing sorts of foods into your diet. Like I'm sure if I ate a piece of like flank steak right now, it would probably hit me, like a hot mitten in the gut. And I've even heard people like ending up in like the hospitals if they break a fast wrong. So I'm not saying that to scare you, but just know like the longer your fast is and like the less experience you have, the more careful you should be with the types of foods that you break your fast with. Like just keep it simple for like maybe at least like half a day or a day or even more. Everyone's going to be different, I imagine, but I've heard of people breaking them with like tomatoes, especially like really ripe tomatoes if you can. Different fruits would be good. The coconut's great. That's kind of why I'm doing that. Any like type of like watermelon, perfect. So I would say like coconuts, watermelon. I don't know if I guess if you can get like really perfectly ripe oranges, that would be okay. But sometimes they can be a little acidic, so I would watch out for that. Anything that you can get that you feel is just going to be like perfectly ripe. That's another thing. Whatever's in season, whatever you have available. Just use your own like awareness to sort of like censor out like what you think is going to fit well with your body. That's really, I think, the best advice I could give anyone. So for me, it was just like I just knew coconuts was the way I was going to go. So last time I did do a watermelon, and that was awesome too. So it just depends how you're feeling, really. But that's about it. So I'm going to jump off here, you guys. Thank you for tuning in and watching me break my 7-day water fast. I hope you all are doing well, and stay tuned for more videos. Peace.